Hello everybody, Andrew Hutchings here on this very red day. Red shirt, red background. Helping my wife to not be disturbed by my videos. And actually, I've got a lot of videos that I've made recently that I have not uploaded because I'm not sure about uploading them. They're on non-bodybuilding topics, actually about some of my life experiences in California and at my university there, and about Belarus compared to California. So we'll see. I may upload those soon, maybe I will not. But this video is about something that's very important for me and something that you should pay attention to for your own life. And it is sleeping. But it's not just about getting to sleep on time and all the usual stuff. But something that really caused me a lot of problems when I was younger, and now I have to really be on top of, and that is pain, because it's hard to sleep if you're in pain. Last night I was very lucky. I had a good night's sleep. The night before, I was sick, but on top of being sick, I couldn't sleep because both of my shoulders were hurting, and I mostly can only sleep on my sides. But on top of that, when I slept on my back was hurting, so it's like, I guess I can try to sleep like this, but like I can sleep like that for a while, but I can't sleep 8 hours like that. I think I slept 8 hours like that when I drank a lot of alcohol recently, but that's a little bit different. So yeah, for me, and like I said, something you got to pay attention to, I really have to be careful to not overwork a certain body part. But it's not just about overworking, it's about doing like uncontrolled dangerous movements or just too heavy of weight. Right now, I've got another variable that's been thrown in, which is MMA. The wrestling portion of it can be problematic because on top of all my normal working out, which I've managed to keep in balance of like damage to healing, and they're right around each other, so that usually my shoulders feel pretty good and I can sleep. But you toss wrestling into the mix, all the uncontrolled movements, and practicing things where like your arms are getting stretched in different ways, or like, yeah, it's not so good. So just pay attention to pain in your body and how it affects you sleeping, and make sure you don't let it get too far, because if you do, and then you can't sleep, you're really gonna have problems, because you heal when you sleep, and you do a lot of important neurological stuff when you sleep. And if you're in too much pain to sleep, and then you don't sleep, you're gonna be in more pain, and then your brain's also not gonna work as good, and like your whole life is just gonna go downhill. And I think that when you're not able to sleep, that it really also messes up your body's reaction to pain. Like, it's not just that you're not healing as much, so it's actually getting worse, but also like your perception of the pain becomes stronger, and it's really not a good situation. Actually, when I was in high school, and well, I mean, the injuries that caused it, I had other injuries, but both rotator cuffs were partially torn. So I decided to try sleeping only every other night at one point, because it was that bad. It's like, if I could manage to go to sleep, I would wake up a little bit later in a lot of pain, and then I couldn't sleep more, and then I was in pain during the day. Yeah, very bad situation. Yeah, not that much more to say, just definitely you don't want to get in the position where you can't sleep. If you do get in that position, I do think that that's a time when sleeping medications are very important. Normally I'm against them, and actually I have a video on that I didn't upload. Right now I'm actually out of breath, maybe from being sick the other day. But part of the reason I didn't upload my sleeping medication video is because I was dieting really hard, and I was kind of out of it and just like exhausted making it, and like, and I thought, I don't want to seem like I'm stupid in the video because I'm really tired and worn out. But probably I'll upload that one now that I remember it. Yeah, actually, not to just talk about my pains and aches, but even standing here talking to you, my back is hurting. Luckily, my shoulders aren't hurting much. But I'm going to go get a massage today. Hopefully that will help my back. Because it's no fun when you lay down to relax and your back hurts. It's supposed to hurt less when you lay down. But yeah, sleeping medications, because if you can't sleep, you can't heal too well, and you're going to get neurological problems that amplify the pain. So I would definitely take whatever you can just to knock yourself out, get the sleep, but not in a bad position, because if you're in a bad position, you're going to do more damage. So if you got a shoulder injury, you don't want to fall asleep on that shoulder with the sleeping medications, because that's stupid. You want to sleep in a position that you can't normally sleep in, because you just, I don't know, maybe you could sleep in every single sleeping position. I pretty much can only sleep on my back during the daytime for some reason. If I sleep for like 30 minutes to an hour to take a nap, I can sleep like this, generally for one sleep cycle. But for normal sleeping, I can only sleep on my sides. I think it has to do with my personal anatomy. In fact, when I do manage to sleep on my back once in a while, I will wake up with all sorts of numb body parts. So it seems pretty obvious that I have some sort of spinal issue, that if I sleep on my back, it compresses lots of nerves. Maybe even not this, it could be outside of the spine, but like I'll get really numb arms, really numb legs. So yeah, I don't sleep on my back. Well, I can't, I just can't. But if I can, then I have numb body parts. But if my shoulders are messed up and I can't sleep, then I need to take sleeping medications and sleep on my back to allow the shoulders to heal a bit. Because if I sleep on the shoulders, then they get more damaged, then you can sleep less, and yeah. So hopefully you don't get numb arms and legs if you sleep in a certain position. But yeah, sleeping medications are very helpful in this situation. I mean, you may even have to sleep sitting up in like some sort of chair or something. When I was younger, my parents bought me a recliner chair because someone that my mom knew had to sleep in one for a while when he had some injuries. For me, it didn't work. It's very comfortable during the day, and I appreciated it a lot because, like, just sitting down or anything was very painful, not just from the torn rotator cuffs, but from nerve damage and other stuff. Yeah, I didn't find it helpful for nighttime sleeping. So yeah, be careful. You do not want to get in a position where you can't sleep because of pain. If you start to get in, like if you start to be painful as you're trying to sleep, tackle it right away. High reps, maybe some rest from certain activities, but definitely don't go to the gym and do a 1 rep max, a 3 rep max. Don't do a lot of wrestling or something. But even other things, like just having your arm like this, using a mouse for a computer, like that constant tension in your shoulder, for example, can damage your shoulder. It's funny, people think you only can get injuries from like extreme activities. And I'm someone who's known for a long time that that's not true. I mean, I got mine from extreme activities, but I could feel how normal activities worsened them, and I had to get really in control of the normal activities. Even one of my medical school professors tore part of his rotator cuff, I think, from sitting in a bad position while watching TV. I won't say what funny TV thing he was watching. I found it funny. Little immature. I mean, not that it's bad to be immature, but the particular thing he's watching I don't find to be very respectable. But yeah, sitting in a bad position, leaning on his arm, eventually that partially tore something in his shoulder. So yeah, I will leave it at there. Check out my Instagram, natural_true_fitness. Check out my other videos. A lot of them are on health and fitness, but after I covered like all of the basic fitness stuff, I just started going all over the place. Because really, bodybuilding is simple. Go in, lift the weights, feel your muscles contracting. I mean, there's a lot more to it than that, but that's you don't need someone to show you how to do a curl 5,000 times. You don't need someone to tell you, eat healthy 1,000 times. You gotta just listen to your body, do what works for you, and keep doing it day in, day out for years. Now, there are a lot of little caveats. That's why I have other videos. But yeah, most fitness channels are just like, oh, you gotta do the flies, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's like, you gotta see that once in your life, and now you know. You don't need to watch those videos every day. You gotta go to the gym every day. Not even every day, but you gotta go to the gym a lot of days. And I've got a website, andrewhutchings.org, where you can hire me for consultations, coaching plans, etc. Not medical advice, because that is illegal until I'm licensed to give it. But you can get medical information. The only difference is I don't tell you to do it. I just give you the information and you choose whether or not you want to do it. And I've got a book on tendinitis, a systematic guide to defeating tendinitis. If you have tendinitis, I recommend you go on Amazon right now, you find it, and you click the fastest shipping option and you get it ASAP. And I'm getting tired just from speaking. Not because I'm out of shape, because I got sick recently.